I'm Jessica and welcome to the Resourceful Teacher. Today I'm going to share with you the single most important thing you need to know in order to have a successful Teachers Pay Teachers store. This is video 1 of my Simplify TpT series designed to show you the quick and easy process of adding a product on TpT from start to finish. So I have a lot of teacher friends just like you who have a TpT store. They have content that they've created for their classroom, but that content is just sitting on their computers, not making them any money. And most importantly, it's not helping any other teachers out there who could be using that resource. So I'm here to help you get over any hurdles or complications that may be getting in the way of you being able to have your own successful Teachers Pay Teacher store. I started my Teachers Pay Teacher store back in 2012. The idea actually came about for the store when my husband and I were on a little mini getaway staycation in Rancho Palos Verdes, and the place we were staying at was gorgeous. It overlooked the ocean, but it was raining the entire time, and so we were kind of confined to the property and our room. So we used that time to plan out and create my Teachers Pay Teacher store. Now, this is the most important thing that you need to know for your store to be successful. So when I was thinking through the beginning of my store, we began building out my brand. And I wanted it to be a very intentional store name. So I was thinking about what would my store name say about me and what I have to offer other teachers. It needed to be something personal to me and something that I was already doing as a teacher. So I was thinking I was already creating content for my classroom and for my grade level team. I already had other teachers who were coming to me asking me for tools and resources and tips. I'm passionate about empowering other teachers. So who am I? What is my brand? How do other teacher friends of mine describe me? And the word was resourceful. I'm the resourceful teacher. So when you're building out your brand and when you're thinking about who you are and what you represent, you want that to be showcased in the name of your store. You want someone who is going to be scrolling through and seeing your name pop up, your store name pop up, and have that be something that resonates with them of, that's the person I need to go to for this specific thing. So what does your store name say about you and what you have to offer other teachers? If you already have a TpT store name and you're looking to change it, there is the option that you can do that on TpT. Just a little side note for you. I'm going to ask you 5 probing questions to help you think intentionally about your store name and your brand. Question number 1, are you elementary level, middle school, high school, preschool level? Question 2, are you multiple subject or single subject? Question 3, what are you passionate about as a teacher? Question 4, what is it about the content that you've created that brings you joy? Question 5, what sets you apart from the rest of the teachers out there? Once you've solidified what your store name says about you and about what you have to offer other teachers, this next part is super important. You need to make sure that nobody else has your creative name that you came up with. When my husband and I were figuring out the Resourceful Teacher, before we landed on that name, there were a couple other ideas that we were tossing around. And I'm so glad we took the time to research to make sure that nobody else had those names, because if we had chosen a different name that someone else had, we would have had to redo all the branding, redo everything. It would have taken us so much longer of a time to get to where we wanted to be. And I'm so glad we took that step to make sure that we checked. It saved us a lot of time. It'll save you time as well. Here's 4 places you need to check to make sure that your store name and your brand aren't taken. The first place you want to check is on Teachers Pay Teachers. So we're going to start by looking on Teachers Pay Teachers in the search section here. And let's type in the Resourceful Teacher. And as I'm typing that in, I see kind of too few options kind of showing up down here. Now, I know that these are store names that TPT is showing me because there's the little logo next to the name of it as opposed to a product. If there is a product that's showing down below, it's not going to have the little logo next to it. So the Resourceful, as I have that typed in, there's kind of two options there. The Resourceful Teacher, it's already taken, so I can't use that one. However, let's try the project-based teacher and see what comes up. I'm not seeing anything on there with a logo next to it, so it looks like on Teachers Pay Teachers, the project-based teacher is available as a store name. So we're good to go so far. The last thing I want to do here on TPT is click search. Now I'm not seeing any business names or store names called the project-based teacher. I'm also not seeing any products called the project-based teacher. So it looks like on TPT, I'm good. The next place you want to check is a domain name registrar. In this case, we're using GoDaddy. You want to check to see if the domain name is available. This is in case you want to start a blog in the future. It's also a good indicator of whether your store name is available outside of Teachers Pay Teachers. Now, this isn't going to tell you if the store or the business actually exists. It's just going to show you whether the domain name is currently in use. Now, when you're looking at domain names, you want to focus on websites that end in .com because those are going to be the most popular ones in use. Let's start by typing in my company, The Resourceful Teacher, in the search bar here. And I'm seeing theresourcefulteacher.com is taken. Good, because that's my company. So now let's try the project-based teacher. So let's enter that in the search bar here. And I see the projectbasedteacher.com is available. Oh, also there's projectbasedteacher.com, which is very similar to the projectbasedteacher.com. So if I were to solidify this name, I would probably want to purchase both of those at the same time. And I would want to do that as soon as possible. But I still have two other places I want to check to make sure that I can use this name. The next place you want to check is Google or any search engine. You want to do a web search for your desired store name, and it's important that you use quotation marks around the store name. That's going to give you an exact match. If you were to search for the project-based teacher without the quotation marks, that's going to give you search results with those words in any combination or order. By putting quotation marks around the project-based teacher, you're going to get search results with those four words in that exact order, which is what you want. I'm seeing discussion topics on project-based teaching, but I'm not seeing the project-based teacher anywhere on here. So it looks like we're good here. So far, so good. We still have one more place that we need to check. The California Secretary of State website provides an easy online way to check corporation and LLC companies registered within the state. I need to check here because I'm confident that my company is going to do so well, I'll probably want to move from a sole proprietorship to an LLC or corporation. I want to ensure that the name I do business as is going to be available in my state. On the website, under search type, first select corporation name. Under search criteria, I'm going to type in The Resourceful Teacher, my company, and under search filter, select keyword. Then click search. Since my company is registered as an LLC and not a corporation, no matching entities are found. Now I'm going to hit the Modify Search button and do the same search again, but this time select the LP/LLC name and hit search. You can see the first entity number shows the Resourceful Teacher LLC, which is me. Now let's do this same search again for the project-based teacher. Click New Search and we'll repeat the same process. It looks like the project-based teacher is good to go. It cleared all 4 places we visited today. So that's it. Follow these steps and you will have the perfect name for your TPT store and you are well on your way to getting started. Please like this video if it was helpful to you. And if you want to see more of my Simplify TpT series, follow me by clicking the subscribe link below.